Hi friends, I am going to take you through the shoe that I designed for Allbirds. My vlogging camera ran out of battery, so I'm just using my phone. Hopefully that's okay. Alright, whoa! Alright, let me show you. Also, look at my cat. She's so cute. Mwah. So before we begin, let me show you the shoes that I made with Allbirds. This is the shoe. It is a Sugar Rover. The mxmtoon Sugar Rover, and it looks like this. It's this pretty like lilac lavender color, and it looks like it has Cheerios where the shoelaces go, and the laces are nice and purple. It's very fun. I think I'm very happy with how it turned out, but let me show you what I did to make it. Okay, so the first thing I started with is this blank template that Allbirds sent me. And I was thinking, oh my god, like I could do so many things with this. What colors do I want to incorporate? And so I ran through a couple different color palettes. So I created this bunch of different palettes based off of like primary, secondary colors and what the complementary colors are. I don't know, I did some art classes and it's not super complicated, but I basically just chose colors that I really liked. And I ended up settling on one specific palette, and it is the bottom left one, and I added a couple other colors that I also enjoyed along with it. I had one iteration that I did a green shoe with, and I always wanted the gradient to be a part of what I was doing with the final version of the Sugar Rover, but I eventually moved on to the concept that actually exists on the shoes now. This is the creative sheet I showed to Allbirds after designing what I wanted my Sugar Rover to look like. It looks very similar to the shoe that ended up coming to fruition, and I'm really happy that they were able to emulate my ideas so well. The one thing that we switched up a little bit, there's a thing on a shoe called a doubre, which is like this little tiny thing in the front of the laces that has like a decorative element to it. We ended up moving the 365 number, which is emblematic of my podcast that I made and Allbirds supported, and put it on the aglet of the shoe instead. The only reason I know the name of an aglet is because of Phineas and Ferb, so shout out to Phineas and Ferb. The reason I chose what I did for the shoe in the final version is largely based off of my past color palettes that I've used in my music project. So with something like the Masquerade, pinks and purples were definitely a huge part of the creative design and the elements I used, and with Dusk being my last EP that I released, blues have also been something that I've thought about a lot. And I don't know, I really like the speckled element because I feel like it makes me think of stars, and Dawn and Dusk are surrounded by the celestial presence of the moon and things, you know. One of the reasons I was excited to collaborate with Allbirds on the shoe is the sustainability initiatives that they take with their own products. So the shoes are actually made out of sweet foam, which is sugarcane. So a very unique and honestly very sustainable thing to make a shoe, and it kind of feels like a water shoe, but it's really cool because it's also a sneaker. The carbon footprint is listed on the inside of the shoe as well, which is then offset to 0 because every shoe should have a 0 carbon footprint. And even beyond Allbirds just doing a really incredible job in sustainability, I actually got to choose a charity partner for this release and chose to work with the East Oakland Collective. As many of you know, I'm from Oakland. That's a city that's very close to my heart, and organizations that are based there are also something that I feel very passionate about, and helping the community of people that I grew up around. This organization, East Oakland Collective, specifically focuses on providing racial and economic equality amongst people in deep East Oakland. Growing up in Oakland myself, I spent a lot of time working with nonprofits and organizations because my community was directly impacted by a lot of the things happening in the world, and I specifically spent a lot of time on helping people who are struggling with homelessness. And so the East Oakland Collective also provides resources for people who are dealing with being homeless and need extra support from somebody outside of themselves. So I was really happy when Allbirds said that they would be super happy to donate a large chunk of dough to East Oakland Collective. So yeah, very happy. Not like, this shoe has been such a fun thing for me to work on, and to also be able to make it an initiative that's close to my hometown and close to my heart, and make it good for the environment. I hope that this video was interesting. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you later. Bye.